Hello and welcome to Episode 3, Tender and Cost Management. In this episode, we are going to touch on all things relating to the cost management side of project delivery, what the pitfalls are, and what KDB Consultants embed, as standard, as part of their overall project delivery machine. The tender phase is a critical phase in the life of a project, and where critical project infrastructure can either be created or destroyed in terms of whether the project will be a success or not. But because it is such a large subject, with many areas and elements to cover, we are going to have a separate video just on the tender phase outside of this 10-episode story we've created. In this episode, we are going to touch on the overall cost management element of project delivery, from tender through to on-the-ground cost management throughout the life of your project, and how the persistent and consistent management of it is critical to your success. You know this ritual, the late-night bid. Alone in your office, staring into a spreadsheet that holds the fate of your next project. It's a high-stakes gamble, and you're forced to play because your pricing tools are disconnected from reality. You don't have a live cost system feeding you real-world data. In reality, you're just guessing. You want to be competitive but not reckless. But essentially it is called estimating at this point for very valid reasons. It's a tightrope walk where you have to construct your own safety net. You haven't yet got into the pre-construction phase, but you still need a solid data foundation, even at this stage, in order to guarantee success. You're always one step away from that fatal fall. If you're honest with yourself, this isn't just a bid, it's a prayer. That spreadsheet, it's a minefield, a sea of numbers, each one a potential disaster, a misplaced decimal, an outdated material cost. And there it is, a single cell, glowing red, a hole in your budget. Why? Because this spreadsheet approach isn't intelligent enough to flag the issues itself. It's not connected to any risk matrix or other mechanism that automatically flags high-risk items. It's just a grid, and it's leading you to a mistake. This is estimation, it's guesswork, a gamble. And without the right systems and processes to provide data-driven certainty, the house always wins. If you're drowning in a sea of numbers and can't seem to see the shore, get in touch with us now at kdb.org.uk and let us see where we can help you do more than just tread water. And so, this is the game it forces you to play. The race to the bottom, a frantic scramble to submit the lowest bid. You trim the fat, then you trim the muscle, then you start trimming the bone. You convince yourself you'll make it up later, but you can't, because your pricing isn't based on the optimized, value-engineered model that a full and complete set of processes for this area provides. It's based on fear. This isn't a strategy for success, it's a strategy for survival. And it's a strategy that's slowly killing your business. If you can relate to this, then you too are in the race to the bottom, a race that you do not want to win. It's a common theme that, if you don't set your stall out correctly, right from the off, you will get hit with the inevitable consequences, no doubt. The unexpected invoice, the unforeseen cost. It arrives as a grenade, tossed into your razor-thin margin. But the shock is always the same. But to us at KDB Consultants, the explanation is simple. The gamble didn't pay off. The number you guessed was wrong. This is what happens when your estimate isn't tied to the live, real-life data that provides the real-time costs. You're paying the price for a lack of information, and your project is bleeding before it's even begun to walk. The moment the gamble catches up to you is real. But these moments affect everyone involved, not just you, but your clients and your clients' clients. They have cascading domino effects. The founder and creator of our management framework at KDB Consultants has spent the last decade piecing together the understanding of how and where this all goes wrong for so many. If your business needs a management framework that functions not only the way it is designed to, but also how you want it to, get in contact with us today at kdb.org.uk. So, you get on the phone, you argue, you plead. But on the other end of the line, there's just a shrug. a supplier who has you over a barrel. There's no partnership, just a chain of transactional relationships. This is the sound of a disconnected element of your delivery model. It only takes one weakness or misaligned cog to undermine your complete project delivery framework. If any link is weak, you are the one who pays. But in the race to the bottom, it's actually everyone that loses, especially you. By the time you're shouting, it's already too late to change what has happened. But it's also the signal moment that you need to do things differently next time, if there is a next time. This is what it looks like. Your project budget, a raging inferno. The actual cost bar on the chart is a pillar of fire, consuming your profit, your contingency, your reputation. You're watching it happen, but you can't stop it because you don't have the framework in place to manage it. You're not seeing the fire in real time, you're just feeling the heat and then seeing the ashes. Every unforeseen cost is just more fuel on the fire, and you're standing there, holding an empty, out-of-date fire extinguisher. Your budget is in flames, and, in theory, you were the one who actually lit the match. If this reminds you of what it feels like you're looking at in your progress meetings, check us out at kdb.org.uk now, and let us start the conversations on where we can assist. And then, the final judgment. Your client. They're not looking at the spreadsheets, they're looking at the broken promises. The anger in their eyes isn't just about the money, it's about the trust that's been violated. You promised them a price, but without a robust tender and cost management system to back it up, it was a promise you couldn't keep. In that moment, you're no longer just a partner, you're a liability. And you, a good person or company, are made to feel small, incompetent, and powerless. No business, person or otherwise, neither wants nor needs the wrath of a client who feels let down. The point of no return. The moment you realize the hole is too deep, you stand in the skeletal remains of your project, confronted with the full weight of the financial disaster. You gambled, and you lost. But did you have to gamble? Or was there a way to take the luck out of your approach to tendering and cost management and replace it with the certainty of a robust system? Was you asking the wrong question? It wasn't about being a better gambler. It was about not playing the game in the same way and expecting different results. If it's success you really want, then the point of no return moment needs to become your let's do things differently next time moment. Check us out at kdb.org.uk and let us show you what we can help you implement into your systems and processes to do things differently next time. You need to see the risks before they become costs, and that's what a robust tender and cost management framework gives you. Having a standard operating procedure for cost management isn't just better spreadsheets, it's the arena for a living risk matrix. That turns every line item into a data point, calculating risk in real time. High-risk elements glowing red, low-risk elements glowing green, but through automation and not dependent on you updating a spreadsheet. You don't just want to be looking at numbers, you need to be looking at a strategic outpost of your overall command center, where you can see the battlefield before the first shot is fired. This is what a fully functioning and robust tender and cost management framework gives you, and all with a live cost tracker. This is what your business needs. It becomes your secret weapon, a matrix of operations that turn risk into opportunity. A framework, a set of systems and processes that make up your tender management system, which produces and documents, strategically and efficiently, the data that becomes the spine of your cost management system for your project. The projected cost and real cost, tracked in real time. The red cell of doom replaced by a screen of reassuring green. No more surprises, just a calm, clear and accurate picture of your project's commercial health. No more guessing game, more structured delivery game. Have your own financial guardian angels in the form of your own systems and processes. Contract types obviously have a major role in the cost management mechanisms the delivery of your project allows and requires. We'll be touching on those more specifically in the next episode. But, essentially, it is the full suite of tender and cost management mechanisms that your business needs for it to be successful. At KDB Consultants, we have that full suite. Check us out at kdb.org.uk and let's see where we can help you. Empowering your business and its workforce with the tools, systems and processes that are required means you'll no longer be gambling. You will become the trusted advisor. Walking your clients through the detail of a risk matrix, highlighting the opportunities for value engineering whilst building the cornerstones of the digital twin framework that is required to guarantee success in construction project delivery. When you have the right tender and cost management systems and processes in place, you'll no longer be selling yourself short on a number. You'll be selling certainty. Your clients will no longer feel like your adversaries, but more like partners again. You're more than just a pitch, you're a promise. Be the creator of the end of your tender and cost gambling. Make those handshakes no longer leaps of faith, but confirmations of a shared, data-driven strategy. Deliver your projects on budget, not by luck, but by the design of your system. Put an end to profit only ever coming as a happy accident, and carve a planned and protected outcome from the start, one that is managed to the finish. Stop gambling with your future and take control of the numbers. This will be the metaphorical handshake that seals your profitable future. Get in touch with us today to start your journey to better. Next up is Episode 4, Construction Contract Administration. In this episode, we'll touch on how and why your business needs to operate behind the contractual shield it should always create for itself.